of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grady Jarrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Great. Take four.
Back to throw, Newton. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check it back. Check it back. Space. 20. 56 to Mike.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Freeman a first down and more. On it, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Next, the score, Falcons 7, Panthers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Gun. Hey!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's Freeman, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kick. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Newton now to throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
On first down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
21! Check! Bravo! Shoe draw quarters.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop. 21-0 our score after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Bruce Irvin in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. An impressive punt return of 76 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point try good by Gano, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gun.
On first down, it's Newton. Over the middle, it's complete. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
as a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, here's Breida. And some room to work. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
And I think the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 50, Newton. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Got his target, Samuel. That one good for 24 yards. On the delay, here's Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Here comes the boom! I see you, boy! I see you!
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Coming to you, coming to you. Hey, Tuesday.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Well, the pressure gets to him again. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Touchdown, Carolina! Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score as his guys are back within a single score.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do. So
after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Got it. 56, right there. 56. Hey, man.
To throw again. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go. Hey, Express.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. They fake the give. Newton. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Newton now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Go.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 8-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
49, check 49, check 49.
They run again with Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Touchdown, Carolina! That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, left side completion to Jones. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. Big hit.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Samuel. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. They run it with Breida. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you, boy. 21.
Here's Ryan to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
3rd and 12.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan, and he's going to go down again. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run with Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now it's Breida. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did. Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
First down and goal to go.
They come out here in the eye. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB.
56 is the mic.
They go play action with Ryan. Now he's forced out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Play action. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey. Mike check 33. 33. No, got it. Get the edge.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, box truck.
And the blitz does come. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.